take you through a 20-minute stretch, a little bit of core work in the middle, just to get those bodies moving, something a little bit different than mat Pilates and that HIIT workout you've been doing all week. So guys, you want to just come sit yourself down either on your floorboards, your rug at home, or that mat. If you're on the mat, guys, just position yourself at the very back end of that mat. And then if it's comfortable for you to be sitting back, kneeling on those heels, come into that position. If this one's not for you, absolutely guys, just come cross-legged, whatever feels better for your body. You can always lengthen those legs all the way out as well if that works for you. So setting yourself up at the back of your mat, I'm going to be on my heels because that's nice and comfortable for me. Make sure that crown of the head's nice and long, spine lengthening all the way up, belly draws in. So we're already tucking that core in towards our spine to engage through that back body. And then you want to just interlace those fingers in front of you, flip the palms, start to angry cat that spine. So scoop belly to spine, chin to chest, curl forward or back. And then release, coming back to that neutral. So arms can stay nice and long. You just restack the spine, restack the crown of the head. Curl back into your angry cat position. Chin tucks to chest, belly to spine. And then exhale, release. So moving through this, guys, at whatever pace works for you. Just starting to wake up those lower abdominals. Switch on through your core, so nothing too strong to get you started. Every time you sit up, make sure you're rolling those shoulders back down away from your ears. Super important. Next time you reset your neutral, start to peel up off those heels. So we're coming up into that high kneel. Arms reach all the way up to the ceiling. If you're comfortable to take a back bend in this position, guys, start to scoop overhead. If not, stay in that reach up to the ceiling. Soften back down into your angry cat position. So every time you lift up, scoop through those legs. Switch on through your quads, hands reach up to the ceiling. Those of you that are comfortable with that extension through the back, press those hips forward, squeeze through the glutes, soften all the way back down. So you're going to take one more here. Scoot all the way forward, hands reach. This time we let go of the hands, so just reach them up to the ceiling. Booty tucks under. Start to take that extension overhead. If this is where you're at today, stay here. If you're comfortable to float one or both hands onto that lower back, start to press the hips forward, opening the chest up to the ceiling. So we're going to be working into that camel stretch. So those of you that know you're quite comfortable to reach back, grab a hold of those heels, opening through the chest, guys. Feel free to take that advancement whenever you're ready. You're going to stay here for 6 deep breaths. So you're either at that full extension, just melting, or you're up a little bit further, just holding that lower back. You've got 3, 2, we're going to soften to that child's pose. So melt the glutes down to heels, big toes come together, open those knees nice and wide. You want to feel like you're softening your chest down as low as you can towards the floor. If you can melt your forehead onto your mat, guys, take that as your option. And then again, active through those fingertips. We want those forearms to be coming up off your mat. So we're lengthening through those side lats, constantly thinking about pressing fingertips forward and then that tailbone back behind you. You're going to stay here for another 5 breaths. Pressing up to finding your tabletop in 4, 3, pressing up. Slide those palms so they come and rest underneath your shoulders. Recenter through those knees. You're in a tabletop position. We're going to tuck those toes under, press up, hover the knees. You're going to hold this for 10. So make sure your fingers are separated. You're pressing into your fingertips, into your palms. And we're thinking about that dome shape up through those shoulder blades. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted. Send the hips up to the ceiling. Melt back, find your first downward dog. Once you're here, guys, nice strong pedal out through your feet. So bending one knee into the chest, then swapping to the other side. If you're more comfortable to do this together, so both heels drop, you curl forward, you can bend both knees. Whatever works better for your body here. You just want to get a little bit of a release through the back of those legs, so calf muscles, hamstrings, all the way up, guys. You're going to stay here for 5. You've got 4, 3, both feet down. Slowly start to walk your feet forward. So you're going to end up in a forward fold position. Both feet are planted. If this means your hands are already up off the mat, guys, doesn't matter. Keep your legs nice and straight. We're going to bend through the knees. Inhale, breath. Stand all the way up, chin to chest, then release at the top. Exhale, breath, curl forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, all the way down. One more, full reach up. Exhale, breath, soften down. Take that halfway lift. Hands melt onto your mat here. Step right foot back, then the left. You're in your first high plank position. All right, guys, option to keep the knees up or lower the knees down. If you're lowering, soften and tuck your toes. If not, go up in your full plank. Elbows come in nice and tight to your side body. Press halfway down and hold. Send the chest forward. Untuck your toes. Eye gaze, guys, either up to the ceiling or in front of you, whatever works better for your neck here. Then tuck your toes under. Send the hips back to the ceiling. You find your downward dog. So we're going to work through that 3 more times. So inhale, high plank, curl forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lower down. Find your chaturanga. Untuck those toes, find your downward dog. Tuck the toes under, hips lift up, press back. 2 more, curl forward. Melt halfway down, chest lifts, toes uncurl. Pause, melt back to your toes, lift those hips up. Last one, we're going to hold down. So curl up onto your toes, send that body forward, shoulders over wrists, soften down, lift up, hold. All right, from here, guys, drop your knees down, press back, find your tabletop position. If it feels nice to reset with a little cat-cow stretch, by all means, reset with a little cat-cow stretch. Absolutely fine. From here, left leg is going to come and curl over your right. Then all together we take cat-cow. So inhale, belly drops, eye gaze lifts. Exhale, chin to chest, belly to spine. So moving through this at your own pace. You've got 10 seconds, guys. So take it nice and slow. Get that extension, get that flexion through your spine. You've got 5, 4, 3. Find that neutral spine. Now that left leg that's tucked over, you're going to extend it out to the left and hold. From here, left arm starts to sweep up and around to the ceiling. You lift up into a high kneel position. So you're in this nice tall position through the right side. Again, guys, very similar to what you did at the start. Right hand can soften to lower back and you can hinge from there. If you're quite comfortable to melt back, finding your heel, opening the heart, opening the chest, take that option. For this one, guys, you should be getting a really strong release through the hip flexor on the right and then a little bit through that groin on the left if you're tight. Stay here for 5 deep breaths. For 3, 2. Start to sweep that left arm around, drawing yourself back up to that high kneel position. Then we sit back on that right heel, extend the arms forward, taking that modified child's pose. So this one here should be getting strong into your left groin. Try and soften as much as your belly onto that right quad as possible. Stay here for 5, 4, reset back in that tabletop position. So shoulders over wrists, left leg comes in. Then that right leg curls over the left. You've set yourself back up for that cat-cow. So inhale, belly drops, eye gaze lifts. Exhale, chin to chest, curl belly to spine, dome through those upper shoulder areas. Soften back down. You've got another 6 seconds. You've got 5, 4, 3, find your neutral side. Send your right leg out to the right. We come up into that high kneel position. So again, guys, some of you are going to be more comfortable to soften that hand onto your lower back and just reach up to the ceiling from there. If that gives you a strong enough stretch into your groin on the right, hip flexor on the left, don't take that next advancement. If you're quite comfortable to reach left hand back, finding the heel, opening the chest, pressing the hips forward, then take that layer. So 5 deep breaths, guys, then we come back to that high kneel in 4, 3, 2, start to sweep, right arm around, you find your high kneel, sit back onto that left heel. So modified child's pose position through the lower body should start to deepen that stretch into that right side nice and strong. You want to soften as much as your stomach, as much as you can, your stomach and your chest down so that you're staying active though through both sides here. Here for 5, you find that tabletop in 4, 3, right leg in, draw shoulders over your wrist. From here, guys, one last little set of cat-cow just to recenter. So inhale, belly drops, eye gaze lifts, nice little sexy cat. Exhale, chin to chest, curl belly to spine. So hold through these movements at any point, guys, if one feels nicer. You can always send your hips back, so drawing circles with those hips, rolling forward. Whatever works for your body here, guys. Just move freely for 10 seconds. You've got 5. We find tabletop in 4, 3, find that tabletop position, guys. Alright, guys, so finishing off that cat-cow stretch. And then we're going to come into some hip openers, into a bit of quad work. And then we're just going to open up through the shoulders, guys. And then that is your stretch done. So finding that neutral spine, we're going to press evenly through both hands. So super important, fingertips nice and open. You're pressing into your fingertips, into your palms. Belly stays drawn in. Tuck those toes under. Hover your knees up. Slowly step back and find your plank position. So make sure, guys, through those transitions, even when you're stepping back, you're not letting the hips roll from side to side. So we're always strong through the core, even with that stretching. All right, we're going to send those hips up to the ceiling. Eye gaze goes back in between your knees. Find your downward dog position. Again, take that pedal out of the feet like you did before. Try and have your elbows in line with those ears. So you want to be thinking about softening the chest back. That means bending your knees and then going from there, guys. Take that option. You're going to get more out of that through your side body than trying to force the legs to stay straight and going from there. So pedaling out through your feet for 5, 4, finding stillness here. We're going to send the right leg up to the ceiling. Tuck that knee through to your nose. Find your high plank with that knee tucked in. That right foot is going to step in between your hands. You want to softly place it down. Your hands are still shaping that front foot. Carefully extend the crown of the head. Fingertips reach. You're in a nice long tippy bird position like we normally do on the reformer here, guys. We're just going to hold here for 5. You've got 4, 3. Start to send your hands to the ceiling. Drop your left knee down. So you're in a low lunge. Untuck your back toes. Again, option to take the back bend if extension feels nice for you. If it's not for you, stay neutral. Make sure belly stays in the whole time. And then just roll your shoulders down here, guys. So 3 deep breaths in and out. On your last exhale, tuck your back toes under. You're going to straighten out both legs, sweeping your hands down, shaping your front foot. So holding that triangle position. What I want you to focus on here, guys, is not sinking through the shoulders. I don't care if you physically can't touch the ground. You want belly in, both legs straight, chest is open. You should get a really strong stretch through that right hamstring. Some of you that are comfortable to melt into your full splits, by all means, lengthen long. No one can see you because you're at home, but if you can, do it. All right, from here, guys, hands melt down. Find your mat. Bend through that front leg. Drop your left knee down. Untuck your toes. Right hand. Send it up to the ceiling. Open through your chest. You can stay with this one, or you can start to press right knee out, bringing your right hand onto your right knee. So you're going to roll to the outer part of that right foot. That's going to give you a really strong opening through that right hip flexor, right groin. Hopefully we're all having fun. Option to stay here, guys. If you want to incorporate that quad on the left, bend that left heel in towards you. Start to pull it in towards you. So stretching out that quad on the left, giving you that stronger stretch through that side as well. Let's stay here for 5. You've got 4, 3, 2. Soften your left foot down. We center off through that body. So bring that right hand back outside that right foot. Tuck your left toes under. Now we're going to step that left foot forward. You're going to end up in a forward fold. So big step forward. Bend through the knees. Bring opposite hand, opposite elbow. Take your ragdoll stretch here. So just melting through your shoulders. Just relax through the hips, through your spine. We're going to start to come to that halfway lift. In 4, in 3. So hands to your mat, halfway lift up through the spine. Soften back down. Keep that going for 5, 4, 3. Hands ground on your mat. Right foot steps back. Drop the right knee down. We're going to take our little back bend first. Hands reach up to the ceiling. Option to melt back if that feels nice. Here for 3, 2. Sweep your hands forward. Chest comes over that front quad. Tuck your right toes. Find that tippy bird position, guys. So like we do in the reformer, weights in that front leg, right leg's lengthening at the back. Here for 5. 4, we straighten out both legs in 3, 2, both legs straight, hands sweep down, so finding that triangle position. Again, shoulders don't sink, we open through the chest, belly draws in, both legs as straight as possible here, guys. For 5, 4, 3, drop your right knee, bend into the left. Now right hand grounds, we open left hand up to the ceiling. Make sure your back toes are uncurled, so we're not tucking under, we're relaxing through that back leg. And then again, left hand can press that left knee out, roll to the outer part of that left foot, giving you that stretch through that left side. Those that were comfortable with that quad stretch on the other side, just start to bend that right leg in towards you, open into that quad stretch as well. For 5, 4, 3, soften right foot down. Both hands shape that front leg. Square those hips off. We're going to press back to that plank. So press that left foot back. Alrighty guys, from here, softly bend one knee, press back to your plank. So you drop one knee down, melt back to your plank. Nice strong pedal out here, a bit of active recovery. You've got 5. We drop both knees in 4, 3, both knees soften down. Sit back on those heels, big toes come together, open your knees nice and wide. So coming into that child's pose. Fingertips are reaching, tailbone pressing back behind you. So you're constantly lengthening, tailbone to fingertips. From here, we're going to start to walk those hands over to the left side of your mat, stretching through the right side of your body. So really important, guys, you're not letting that upper body just sink down. You're active all the way to those fingertips, stretching really strong through that right side of your body. 3 deep breaths here. Slowly melt through center, walking over to the right side. So that head stays down nice and low as you transition. Try not to lift up, kinking the neck. And then walking yourself through center, guys, melting into that full child's pose here. Taking your time, walking hands back in towards your body. So you're going to come into that position you started off your session with. So you're sitting back onto those heels. Again, guys, if sitting up doesn't feel good for you, cross your legs over or send your legs all the way out, whatever works for you. And we finish off with that spine twist. So whatever position you've got yourself in, guys, you're just going to open up through the spine. So bringing your body around one direction. Like the band. Melting back through center, over to the other way. And then guys, that completes your stretch class. So hopefully you enjoy, and we will see you all back in studio soon. Thank you.